relief to see that Lorianne's back. She's really a positive force in this whole situation. She makes us want to work harder, but she makes it such a fun process, and we're happy to see her.
All right, so show us what you got.
Keep walking, keep talking, you ain't got nothing on me. Keep smiling, you know that you can't do what I do. Keep staring, comparing, thinking of what it would be like to be in my shoes, but you can't do what I do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Waking up in the morning, sure y'all never that's fun. If baby started me getting sexy on the dance floor. Jeans on, inside, do it right. Well, it's my hips swinging from side to side. Move your body, shake your body, get naughty, naughty. Move your body, shake your body, get naughty, naughty. Going to the club like, let's go. Boy, should I holler like, you know, shaking that thing like, uh-oh. Let's go, let's go.
Keep rotating though.
Bunny, Kristen, the Shay. Watch your face, Bunny. I'm saying, like, she cannot dance.
No.
You guys gotta go full out.
Keep going, keep rotating.
You high rock?
If you can't dance, you have to go home. I'ma slice and dice some asses.
Brother Shay, thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you very much.
You can't dance.
Bethany, stay on the floor.
Stay on the floor.
Andrea, Malika, Myla. Bethany, I need to see more expression.
Bethany, thank you. God bless you.
You're not even giving me no facial expressions.
Let's go. Keep it going. Back to one, girl.
Back to one.
My heart just starts dropping like, oh my God, he's not cutting one person. He's not cutting two people. He's cutting a lot of us.
1 and 2. Watch your face, Bunny.
Erica, thank you. Bunny, thank you very much. God bless you. All right, can I have everybody up here, please? One of the things that you're going to get from me is tough love. One of the things I do not understand is how you have people that want to be in the music industry and y'all don't know how to dance. I don't understand that. And especially for some of the sisters, and especially some of my Latinas, it's like almost a disgrace to your people.
Boom, boom, cat. Boom, 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 back. Boom, boom, cat.
Although I know the steps, I just know that I don't look good doing them.
I felt like waiting for my chance. But you know just how I feel. I did it for too long.
Watch your arm a little bit. You gotta stretch it out a little more. Yes, so that it feels good. Here we go. 5, 6. Let's rock. Cat. Boom, boom. Cat. Hot, get going. Let it breathe. Sit. Cat. Boom, ba-doo, cat. Malika, did you take any classes while you were away?
Yes! It's boring if you don't do that. Don't come out the gate with a smile. I think that's dangerous.
Can I get another chance to hold you till come on, baby? When things feel so real, yeah. Just to let you slip away.
Malika, sequence. No time to play. There's a batch full of new kittens ready to lick that milk. Coming down, stay with them back. Dominique, can you make sure you stay in your lane? Back line, come through on this. Dominique, please, Lord have mercy. Skaka-goom-goom, pop! Dominique, let's get down in that pot. I want to see boom, cack-a-lip, ba, ba, ba. Okay? Here we go with music from the top. No, Dominique. Boom, a boom, boom, cack, and lip. What to say?
Thank the good Lord you can sing.
Group number one, the strong will survive, the weak shall perish. Let's go. You have to pick one. Which one? Okay. Let me get group two. I'm telling you right there, the sleeper right there to the left. Don't miss a step. The sleeper don't miss a step right there. Let me get group three. Stop the music. Kelly, you still can't dance, but you sure trying. Group number 4, show me what you got. Andres, let me give you some advice. You better start dancing. Let's go, let's work! Who messed up on that handkerchief right there?
Down, who we told her not, she's throwing it.
Okay, cool. Next, that's all I needed to know.
Okay.
Let's go. Next group. We're gonna go with Shannon and Cowie. Okay.
They can stay up all night.
Okay. Cut the music. What in the hell is going on? White girls can dance now, ain't got asses? What in the hell is going on?
I don't know about you heard
White
that,
girls can dance now, ain't got asses. Let's go to the next group. Melissa, get in there. Take their spot, Melissa. Take their spot.
Let's rock, push, drop, left, right. Look for you girls, okay? Look, right left.
So you walked over to me.
Let's go back. Too much. Breathe in my ear. You're on top of the vocal, Taquita. I'm not giving you this. Breathe in my ear. It's just like the way it's sung. No, too much neck, honey.
She has everything. She has everything. She has everything. She has everything. So good, I've been eating at his hand. I've been talking about him to all my friends. I just can't help myself, gotta be around him. Yeah, he got a little chick. Yeah, all on for a day.
is group number 2. Give it up if you will for Chain 6.
You're touching my body. You must want me to get started. Boy, I can't take it. It's so crazy how you're making me feel. Wait a minute, hold up. I need to know something. Where my ladies at? Hey, hey, ladies. All right, stand up, lady. Play the track. Would you like that? Staring at me all night while I'm out on the floor. It was clear what you wanted, so you pushed me on it. I was grinding with the DJ with my hands on the floor. I guess you couldn't take it. You got tired of waiting, so you walked over to me, breathing in my ear, talking about could be. See, you can do this and that. You stop working me like a champ, and I'm like, oh, you're touching my body. When you want me to get started, boy, I can't take it. It's so crazy how you make me feel. I was sweating, dancing out of my clothes. I was headed for the door, but you made it so I had to know just what you was working with. Put it up, down, yeah. I'm the one that handle it. The way you working me out on the floor. You're touching my body, yeah. You want me to get started, boy, I can't take it. It's so crazy how you make. Let me hear you behave. Boy, I can't take it. It's so crazy how you making me feel. I was ready to go, but you made it so I had to. I was grinding with the DJ with my hand on the phone. I guess you couldn't take it. You got tired of waiting. It's so crazy how you making me feel. Would you like that?
Okay, you go back out. Give me Kelly.
Staring at me on up while I'm out on the floor. It was clear what you wanted, so you pushed up on it.
Cut it. Juanita and Shannon, y'all stay in. Everybody else go out.
As the evening goes on, Diddy is rotating us in and out of this 5-member group.
He starts mixing and matching people like a deck of cards.
You're touching my body.
He's trying to picture the group and he's trying to see what looks good together.
Staring at me all night while I'm out on the floor. You said you couldn't take it. You got tired of waiting, but you made it so I had to know just what you was working with. Put it up there, baby. Staring at me all night while I'm out on the floor.
This is petrifying and scary and anxious and all of these crazy emotions all at one time. It's been a year of basically not knowing if he liked you or you were good enough or anything.
All of y'all can leave.
Okay, ladies.
Ooh, la 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 la. My skin is getting wet, my clothes is coming off. Ooh, la 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 la. Too many on the floor, the club is getting hot. He wanna step, but I'm not impressed. But I took his hand and I led him to the dance floor. Now we're moving, we're really moving. I'm feeling him and it's kinda confusing. It's getting hot tonight, but we're gonna feel it's right. Guess it's just an early night, so come on and hold me close.
Okay, group 2, please.
La 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 la, my skin is getting wet, my clothes is coming off. Ooh, la 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 la, too many on the floor, the club is getting hot. He wants to step, but I'm not impressed. But I took his hand and I led him to the dance floor. Now we're moving, we're really moving. I'm feeling him and it's kinda confusing. I didn't know this boy could dance. There's no way for me to be but next to you. Yeah. But we can't even talk, what am I to do? La 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 la, my skin is getting wet, my clothes is coming off. Come on and hold me close.
Next group.
I'm going to announce to you the 5 young ladies that's going to run with me, rock with me all over the world. Are you ready? Ladies, come meet me on the stage.
It was clear what you wanted, so you pushed up on it. I was
Once upon a time, there were 5 little girls. They go by the name Danity Kane. Welcome to the dollhouse.
Talk to 'em.
The ride shiny with the open.
Don't stop.
Hydraulics make our heads go blind.
Yeah.
Blowing in the breeze, yo, we superstars.
You're a superstar.
Put in the keys, make that engine.
Come on.
3 in the back, 1 in the passenger.
Don't stop.
Slow creeping cause we look that fly. All the boys tryna taste our candy right.
Let's rock.
We in the car, we ride slow.
Ride slow.
We doing things that the girls don't do.
Come on.
The boys stare,
We stand.
smile back. All my girls in the rainbow Cadillacs. Yeah.
Having a blast. We're happy to be here with the Rihanna's party, and we're planning on getting a little tipsy.
Exactly. Tell us about that. So who are your favorites tonight at the Billboard Awards?
We definitely know Doug's, but we definitely have to say Mary J. Blige did an excellent job, and Gwen, fabulous style, and Fergie. So we just were happy to be there.
Please welcome Danity Kane.
Do you got a first aid kit handy? Do you know how to patch up a wound? Tell me, are you patient, understanding? 'Cause I might need some time. Clear the whole of my heart and now. Remedy and nothing seems to work. Hey, baby, this situation's driving me crazy, and I really wanna be your lady, but the one before you left me so damaged, damaged, damaged.
Danity Kane.
Which is incredible.
Wasn't Danity Kane.
Yeah.
What? And I actually went back and I watched that meeting. And as Diddy was like firing people, it cut to you and your face was like, what is happening? Like, what's going on?
I'm so confused.
It's like
So scared. They know what's going on.
You're like, what?
I was so confused.
Like, does this just happen? Like,
I was so confused.
what was that moment like
It
for
was
you?
what I look like. What in the hell is going on? Because everything was happening so fast. And why I was so confused is people don't know. We were in a white van. Because they transport us through the Scooby-Doo van every time we go to things. And we were all in the car like, bet, we gonna lie to Puff. And we gonna tell him that everything is cool. We're not fighting. We gonna just get this third album in. And everybody was like, agreed. We was like, we're not gonna bust. Because they had all they had been hearing is what we had been fighting about, people not showing up to shows.
Right.
That was what they knew.
Right.
So I was like, bet, we just gonna lie. We were all like, bet, we just gonna be like, yay. And get this third album and then we just go our separate ways.
Right.
So when we got upstairs and bitches just started going for broke, I was like, this, I was so confused because we had said it, but I think what happened was the girls got put in situations where they got emotional.
Yeah.
We all did. It wasn't just the girls, it was all of us. And we just was trying to save ourselves. Like, it was like a sinking ship. Like, and it probably just went off. He just went off and I just was like, I didn't expect that to be the ending because we had planned in the car for something very different.
Yeah.
So I was very surprised.
Why do you think Diddy decided, and I know you can't speak for him.
I can't ever.
But like,
yeah.
What made you, why do you think Diddy decided
I don't know.
to disband, like?
I don't know. I think it was ego. You can't one up someone who owns the company.
Right.
And I think that was one thing. And I don't know, I can't speak for it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
There could be things that were going on behind the scenes that I didn't know about.
Right.
You know, I was very boss employee with Puff. So I never, you know what I mean? I don't know why he would do that. But I do understand that if someone owns something, you cannot belittle them and you cannot speak to them as if they aren't shit because we have cameras on and it's their money.
Right.
I feel like Ego got involved and he was like, oh hell no, I run this shit.
Right.
Fire. Like, he just, I don't even think he planned to do that. I think he was just like, all right, bitch, bam, shot, guns.
I don't want you in the group.
Yeah, I think he was just like, all right, bet, I'm Puff. Clock. I don't know. But I can't speak for anybody. All I know is I was not prepared.
I'm standing next to the ladies of Danity Kane. I'm so excited. So you guys have a special announcement for us tonight, right?
Yeah. We do. Ready, girl?
Ready.
We're back.
We love you on TV. So you're back together. New music soon?
We do. We have a new song by the Stereotypes that we love called Rage.
Rage. When are we going to hear it?
We're going to hear it
Very
soon.
soon.
I know D Woods isn't with us, but will Diddy be involved in this?
You know, Diddy always finds his way back, but we're on our own this time. Yeah.
Well, we are so excited to have you
Thank
ladies
you. You
back.
birthed us here. Our first time here.
First time born on MTV and reunited on MTV.
So new music as well. What can you tell us there?
An album's worth of new music, and we're working with the amazing Stereotypes, and as you know, they've done Damaged. So we're excited to do this new record. We have a new record called Rage. And I think it's a better sound for us. I know you guys will appreciate it at Billboard. It's a live sound, and I think you've never heard Danity Kane live with live guitar, live drum, more of a rock vibe, and I think that's going to be impressive for us. And I think people are going to see a whole new side of us. Yeah.
What happened to Day 26? I thought y'all were back.
What the hell is Day 26?
Day
26 is a whole other group.
Oh my
full
God.
of niggas. What the hell is wrong with you?
Back when I was in Day 26, let me tell you.
We're back when she was a black man in Day 26.
I thought y'all was back together at one time.
I think these are the two dumb blondes, really.
Yeah, proving stereotypes right
Yeah,
up
you guys are killing yourselves off. We were last year. We took a stab at it, and it didn't work out.
You and Dawn got into a fight. Dawn said she hit you.
She did.
She did hit you?
Yes. She did.
Was it a punch, open hand slap?
She sucker punched me in the back of my head.
And what did you do back?
She left the room.
I ran out.
She ran out.
Like the white girl that I am, and I immediately got on my cell phone and I called the police.
I told her, I was like, I don't think I would have ran out.
I'm from Palm Springs, okay? It was drop, stop, grab your cell phone and call the police.
What did you tell the police, though? How'd you describe
call
it?
the police. I said her name is Dawn Richard. She likes to say it's Richard, but it's Richard, R-I-C-H-A-R.
Oh my God. Ask if she was black or white?
No.
Oh, they didn't?
No, I mean, this is the thing. I never, let's clear up some of those misconceptions.
Okay.
Let's do that because I know y'all got one earful of a story.
From Dawn.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I mean,
that's-
can I just speak first because I don't ever talk, and I have to say.
Let Shannon have the
Take
mic.
it, Shannon.
Better yet, I talk, but people don't listen. Now you're gonna listen. No, but for real, like, there's a lot of
Okay, so Aubrey,
misconception.
listen,
Hey,
you
shut up. I think you're gonna have to turn your microphone up. How do you spell EYES? And what does that say?
girl.
Okay, go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead.
Okay, no, but for real, like, a lot of misconception about that day went down, and I just want to clear the air that there was no fallout, brawl, like heightened like situation. There was only one person who was acting erratic and cussing and sucker punched one other member, and that was it.
Why
That's
did
how
you
it
help
went
her, though?
down.
When she got sucker punched.
Because she
why-
ran out the room and called the cops.
I mean, you have to
sucker punch.
understand. We've been in business almost for about 12 years as a brand, and even through us splitting the first time, which was Diddy's call, we still maintain relevancy individually in the marketplace, and we've all been up here on our own with y'all. You know,
Except Shannon.
Not Shannon.
Except Shannon.
You
Shannon
just
did
Shannon
do a
last,
project, but it was country, so
yeah,
she probably
I
wasn't going to be
figured
rolling
you
through
did about
here.
that.
Big Bobby
so-
Bones, probably.
Yeah. But you know, when we came back together, we had hoped that a lot of the things from the past had changed, and they hadn't. And we were dealing with a situation where, if anything, bad habits were now ingrained into everyone. You know, everybody is at fault in some way or another. Nothing is ever one person's issue.
So what did you say that make us sucker
Yeah, you
punch you?
did something, Aubrey.
Really, why we were in there was because there was another situation, another case of manipulation and lying and pushing the solo project over the group. We found out about it, and we were shooting a video the next day, and the information that we had was directly going to conflict with what was happening. So we were all asked to come to the studio and discuss it. We walked into the studio, we started having a discussion about it. She started getting crazy. She was sitting behind me, and I was just looking forward, discussing what was happening. Like, look,
With
at
our
this
producer.
point, this is unhealthy. We're not on the same page. We need somebody to lead us. Like, this is the situation. These are the facts. We're not gonna be able to shoot a video because of what Homegirl has done. So can y'all fix this or figure it out? Because Shannon and I don't deserve to once again have to pick up the pieces of somebody's, you know,
F up.
somebody's F up.
So who was going solo?
And then she
had a solo album.
You did, Dawn.
Dawn was, Dawn's always on her.
She
own
said you
grind.
guys were scheduling all kinds of
Studio
studio
time without
sessions
her,
behind
yeah.
her back and not telling her about it. And
Listen, y'all want to know, like, straight up. I can fly it back 6 years ago to the first time that I really learned what it was. We were in the studio with Diddy. He came out and was like, "Everybody, get on your laptops right now and tell the world to buy your new album." Okay. So all of a sudden, I get a text message from the girl who was a fan that ran my fan page, which was the probably biggest site for all the Danity Kane users, because I was in the first round of making the band. So I go downstairs. She asked me to meet up with her. I go downstairs. I meet up with her, and she's like, "Well, you know how there's this name Expithian, I think it was 14 or something like that, that's been on the blogs for the past year and a half, that said that started the rumor that I slept with Diddy and leaked it to Sandra Rose or whatever it was. Started the started circulating cellulite on specifically D Woods, and I called D Woods on the forums a fat N-word.
D Woods don't got a lot of cellulite.
She doesn't have any cellulite. Girl is fit as hell.
Said you called her fat.
Said this person called D Woods that name.
Fat
And
Fat.
That'd be a
Don't-
hot
you
little
guys-
group too.
I-
Dumb blondes and fat.
can you let her finish the story, please?
I'm sorry, again, sorry.
So,
sorry.
anyways, those are just like a few of the highlight specials of the nastiness that had been brewed
Right.
up for a year and a half. And I was always telling this fan, kick them off the site, get rid of them, get rid of them. So all she can do is read the inside computer information, like all the IP addresses, etc., as a moderator. So, anyways, I go down there to some fan that I barely have met a couple times that was running the site. And she said to me, "What's the computer that you just posted to everyone to buy your guys' new album?" And I said, "Well, Diddy came in and he told us to get on the computer now. I don't have my laptop, so I went on Dawn's. Why?"
That was the IP address?
And she said, "That's the IP address of Expithian."
Round of applause.
So
Dawn.
she was
then-
using a
Well
code
played.
name to write nasty things?
So then I
Damn it, man.
So then I was like, this could be some hearsay. You know, I don't know. I needed facts. So I ran upstairs while everybody was on a damn lunch break, typed in EXP, and Expithian 14 popped right up in her user box.
Wow.
So this is the thing, though.
Whoa.
Had I told anyone at that time, our group would have been over, because D Woods would have never played after that. She would have come at her real quick, especially after the type of vulgar disrespect that was being spoken about. Specifically, usually it was D Woods and I. So at that point, I didn't say anything because I wanted our group to work. And sometimes you have to put business in front of your feelings. After about 6 months, I think, again, the details of time are, I don't know how much time passed, but D Woods was on a phone call with Dawn. She was trying to manipulate her in some way. And I always stayed out of it because they always had beef and I stayed out of it. Dawn always had beef with D Woods. D Woods did not care. D Woods was fine doing her always.
Did you ever sit back and say, these two catty black girls?
No.
Shut up, Charlie.
No, because we were all catty in different
Trying.
ways.
Right.
It wasn't a race thing. But anyway, long story short, D Woods got off the phone and Dawn didn't hang up her phone properly. And she was, again, cursing out D Woods, making slurs, doing all kinds of crazy shit. And D Woods saw it for herself. And then that's when I sat down with D and was like, yo, this is the truth that I've known for a while. This is what we're dealing with. And then literally the next time they were in the same room together, they almost fought.
Really?
D Woods went off. Now, and I knew that would happen, which is why I didn't tell everyone what had happened earlier. Dawn left when D Woods confronted her, took off for 2 days, and then came back and said she didn't know what was happening, so she just left and went to figure it out. And then when she came back, she told us that it was her boyfriend that had done it the whole time.
Oh,
which one, Quincy?
Q?
First of all,
no, it was another guy.
They had been broke up, okay?
Oh, I don't. So listen, if you knew
Crazy,
all this,
right?
If you knew all this about Don, why when y'all came back together as a group, why bring her in the group and not
Because
D Woods?
no, it wasn't. Honestly, it wasn't even money because we never make any. I mean, everybody
Y'all
else.
make no money?
The first time,
were
listen, the
signed
first
to
round,
Diddy.
we had.
You let Shannon, you talk. Go.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, we have 2 platinum albums, let alone grossed over $1 million on Christina Aguilera's Back to Basics tour's opening for her, and we came off that tour $15,000 in debt. And grossed
that's
millions.
That's the sad thing, like that people don't
Diddy?
know about this business.
Round of applause to you, Diddy.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Diddy.
I mean, really.
Diddy is like Mayweather in the iPhone. You know what you're gonna get, but we still keep signing up.
But
and
now
buying
you
it.
guys are independent though, right?
And that's one of the reasons why we are, because you have to get your business straight. Because
We went through Caroline Universal to distribute the project because we did want a major to distribute it, but all of the creation and every piece of this product up until the point of delivery is us.
And not bad because you guys were top 10 in iTunes and everything.
We went number 1.
Number 1.
Top 10 on the overall charts,
And
but
dance.
number 1 on the dance
How did y'all
charts.
get together?
And we haven't even released the album yet. That's on pre-order.
Wasn't it 5 of y'all, right? That was a 4. It was 5.
There was 5, and then
five.
D didn't come back.
D didn't come back.
Yeah, she
Don's not here. What's the other girl? She's married or something, right?
Andrea. Yeah,
Andrea.
she's married.
That's
Yeah.
the chubby cheeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why, like I said, you didn't ask the question, but why didn't y'all let D Woods come in the group the last time? Especially knowing that Don was doing all the foul stuff.
I actually just met up with Dee to discuss all of this. Dee didn't want to come back. She didn't want to come back. She knew what time it was across the board, and she never got along with Don, nor I don't believe ever thought she could trust her again.
Mm-hmm.
I can't blame her though. I mean, if somebody
Honestly,
did that about
she
me,
was
it'd be hard
right.
to work with them.
She was right.
But how did y'all get together as a group? What made y'all want to do a group?
So after the whole like incident, we laid in bed and we were like, let's give it a week.
Laid in bed.
She lives with her husband in bed.
y'all
So when
all in
she we literally were in
We
like
literally were
when she
in- yes.
comes out and works, she was living with me.
Okay.
And then Dawn didn't have a car, so I was always driving Dawn to and from the studio, and then Shannon was always living with me. So it was literally like
Sacrifice.
Did you and Shannon ever have sex?
No.
Why don't you
Y'all
ask
ever
me
scissor?
that? Ask me that question.
No, we
Shannon?
cuddled, we spooned.
Have you and Aubrey ever scissored?
No.
I don't even think she knows what that is.
I can only assume coming from you what that might mean. So I'm just gonna say no.
It's like EYES kind of.
Thank you.
So mad at
So go ahead, y'all cuddling in bed.
We were in bed and we wanted to give it a little bit of time to see if Dawn would come back and apologize and like let it move and
Is that
allow
after she
this.
snuffed you?
Well, TMZ calls me the next day and said, we're releasing, we've been contacted by Dawn's rep and we're releasing this story. Do you have a comment on it, or we're running it as is? And the story was like incredibly inaccurate and like spun in a negative way towards Shannon and I. And so basically I just had my mom, who's an attorney, call them and say, you're not running, a fake story.
You are
that-
no joke calling the police. You got your mom calling TMZ.
I know, I'm
Can't
such a
nothing
white girl, dude.
There's
Straight to
nothing
the
wrong with that.
police,
And
straight
you know how I
to
knew-
my lawyer.
You really are a white girl because
you're not a white
That's
girl. You're
how I
about
was
your
raised.
business.
I'm about my
She's
business.
about her
And the
business.
thing is,
She's about her
I didn't press charges. I could have pressed charges on her ass and created a lot more problems for her. I didn't press charges because at
Did
the end
you
of
say
the
black ass? Did she
her
just say
ass.
black
Oh, she said her ass. Shut up.
She said black ass.
You are
Do not
so
put words in her
stupid.
mouth.
But all I wanted to do was document what had happened because like you've heard from the original story that went down 6 years ago, that's what I was dealing with. And when that is what you're dealing with, and it's only gotten worse since then. I mean, there are many stories since then. That was the 6 years ago story. So it's like,
What's the latest one?
I mean, we don't have time. And honestly, we should spend time talking about something else because Danity Kane is so dead, done, and over. It's like, let's move on. But it's just like, after all of that, I needed to at least, if she were to spin it or try to do anything, I wanted to have like documented proof that the situation occurred the way it did.
Shannon, don't you have better things to do than hang around all these crazy ass girls all the time?
You know, I tell myself
Shannon gets crazy too. I see you fight too.
I have no
she
idea.
does.
Who does Shannon fight?
Who does she fight?
She was right there fighting with you.
We're completely recreating and rebranding. So her and I are moving forward in the way that we always wanted to move artistically.
And it's been a really difficult thing for you guys because we've seen all of it go, you know, the lawsuits and all the craziness in the media. Where do you stand with like the other three members? Is there like love? Is there love lost? Like,
you know, I feel the same way about any difficult time in my past or difficult situations or difficult people. You have to forgive yourself, you have to forgive them, and you have to just wish the best life possible for everyone around you, or you spend your life angry and miserable. It's such a waste of time.
So you can't let them get away with hitting you.
You know, I think when you hit somebody, you never get away with it in your own heart and mind. That's something she has to live with, not me.
Now 3 of them are back together. Danity Kane as DK3. Here comes Aubrey O'Day, the Morning News perennial and favorite. Don Richard and Shannon Bex. Nice to see all of you. Welcome back.
Thank you, Sam.
And so this, first of all, maybe it is analogous to a relationship, you know, like a dating or marriage relationship.
Yeah.
Did you guys feel estranged and broken up from one another?
More significant even. I've been in a relationship with them longer than any man that I've loved in life. I've known them since I was 17.
And then did you feel apart from them?
Yeah, you know, it's the sisters I never had. It's also people that I respect and grew up in the industry with. They knew me before it all and after. We all did.
We went through a lot together that even our own families can't even comprehend. So we share something that can't be explained.
And so this idea of coming back together, you said there was a conversation between the two of you that lasted 8 hours.
8 hours.
What happened?
It was a lecture, a healing, a therapy session. It was 2 women coming together, and I think 2 sisters talking about everything, why we didn't work, why we couldn't work, and why we should continue to work together. And we found that a lot of it was the outside world trying to tell us that women couldn't be together.
Dee Woods is working on all of her own projects right now, so they're always welcome back. We love them. They'll forever be our sisters. But right now, us 3, Shannon and I moved forward and created our own band, Dumb Blonde. Dawn did her own solo project under her name, Dawn. So we have our own solo shows along with the DK show. So we're kind of all still moving in this direction and put it together in a really creative way.
What is it going to be like, and you may well have had this experience, when the 3 of you hit the stage again?
It's magic because it always, at our core, was the chemistry, and people who know us and have grown with us, like we told you, like we were formed together. So to be able to establish the kind of chemistry that we had, we weren't sisters, we didn't know each other. The kind of chemistry that we created was so beautiful and so authentic because it wasn't forced. We had to make that work, like or it wouldn't sell. It wouldn't be the
and
group that it was.
We weren't being paid. I mean,
It was honest.
don't get it twisted.
We looked
Diddy
back
doesn't-
and it was what it was.
Diddy didn't ever send the check. We never got a big
Yeah, like it was honest.
payment.
I never
moved, so I don't know. We had to like
Right.
each other without getting paid. We had to
Right.
like each other genuinely because we believed in creating something that was powerful for women
Yeah.
and for society in general, but specifically because we're a girl group for women. I wasn't willing to do what was expected of me. Not talent-wise, but in other areas.
And were other girls doing?
I was the only one that was in those types of positions.
Wow. When you look back on that, how does that make you feel?
You know, I have such a love-hate with it all because I don't think I would have been able to be so successful in so many other areas had I not been trained under Diddy. He was the hardest person that you can work for, and it was torture. And not the work part of it, but the other stuff. Mind games, like just all the girls were so divided, and the men and the people running it had their hands in it, moving everything. There was a lot of betrayal. There was a lot of lies. There was a lot of, you know, when you're young and impressionable, and we understand our beauty as women through the eyes of the people observing us. Well, who's observing us? Men. So we learn our beauty through a man's eye, which is very subjective. So it's difficult when you're that young to understand your worth as a woman through the men that I was around, and that was very traumatic. I don't think any of us have healed from that. Diddy would be like, you're not hot anymore. Like, what happened? You don't have anything, like, you don't have any curves. You're looking like you're not looking like, I can't get people to think that you're my good looking person. And there was no Me Too at that time. There was no protecting anyone at that time. You signed 1 million NDAs and 1 million contracts that took away all your rights. So you really were operating in an environment that you had no control in.
Show stopping at the letter, the red shiny with the open. Hydraulics make our heads go, hair blowing in the breeze, yo, we superstar. Put in the keys, make that engine, two in the back, one in the passenger. Smoke creeping cause we look that fly, all the boys trying to taste our candy ride.
We in the car, we ride slow, we doing things that the girls don't do. The boys stare, we smile back, all my girls in the rainbow Cadillacs. Yeah, but you ain't never seen chicks riding the street, no even tell seats, we do it daily. That's how we keep it poppin', make sure the bass is knocking, so when you see us running, we call it show stoppin', show stoppin', show stoppin', show stoppin', show stoppin'. That's how we keep it poppin', make sure the bass is knocking, so when you see us riding, we call it show stoppin'.
This is for my ladies in the 280s Mercedes, and the HD baby Rangers, Billy Cools, my Escalators, say oh, oh, break 'em off something proper like a real showstopper. For my chicas with the Beamers, A6s, 7 Chevy Maserati over next to say oh, break 'em off something proper like a real showstopper. That's how we keep it poppin', make sure the bass break 'em off so when we poppin' like a real showstopper.
Yes, look, tonight has been a night of fabulosity, fetish, fun, and fish, because I mean, yes. But, you know, we don't want to see tonight come to a close yet. Congratulations to all of the winners and all of the nominees who didn't win. Well, welcome to my club, okay? Oh, no. And tonight, to close us out, you know, they got a lot of hits. Don't make me start singing Lemonade, Sucker for Love, Rhythm of Love. But tonight, let me tell you something. If the one before you left you so damaged, then you gonna really put your hands together, make some noise for Dawn, Aubrey, Shannon, Danity Kane.
Understanding, I might need some time. Please don't hold my heart. I tried every remedy and nothing seems to work for me. Baby, this situation's driving me crazy, and I really wanna be your lady, but the ones before you hurt me so. Damage, I thought that I should let you know. Baby, I gotta know, what are
heart is damaged, damaged, damaged. My heart is damaged, damaged, damaged. My heart is damaged, damaged, damaged. My heart is damaged. Gave in, thank you so much. Damaged.
Tour being called The Universe is Undefeated. I feel like the universe kind of had the last laugh with us. No matter how you try to tear yourself away from something, if it's meant to be and there's something there, it kind of forces you to have to deal with it. And I think in a great way, it's kind of put women together that have gone through different things in their lives and said, you know, we don't always have to agree, but there is something here that is of sisterhood, and there's something here that is incomplete that needs to be finished. And I think that's a beautiful thing, that you could see women who come from different places, may not always agree on the same perspectives, but share a lot of years together and can create something really great for people who really want to see that. Yeah.
Me personally, I'm truly fucked up over this. I don't want to be here, and no, just kidding.
I start thinking, I'm like, oh no, people are gonna read into that. Don't say that.
No, we have our family back. You know, I was telling them the other day, I've been in a relationship with them longer than anyone I've loved. Since I was 17, I've known them. We were all around the same ages, close to. So it's been the longest relationship that we've had, that's gone through a lot of ups and downs and taken its cycle in life. But the universe takes away the things that aren't meant to be, and usually we don't understand why till much later. And I believe that it also puts things back that are meant to be, and that's what we have here. I was in a toxic relationship and going to therapy for about 6 months, and through that process was discussing relationships that will come full circle and that you can make work, and relationships that you can't, that you have to be able to let go and still maintain and be healthy and move forward. A lot of people need a period at the end of a sentence, and most of the time, especially with heartbreak and love, you don't get that. So I was just thinking about like the relationships that can and can't be resolved, and one of them that wasn't resolved yet that could be was Dawn. So we actually met up and sat for like 8 hours and talked through everything. For us, it's always been, it's got to be sincere or we're not doing it. And that's been every time, every round. Like, money's great, but we don't need it. Like, fame is great, but we don't need it. We only want it in a sincere way, and that's something that we all, including the other 2 members, have felt since we first got on the starting line, which is no matter who is back or not back, that I'll always respect about us 5 is that there was no fronting in it. And when it wasn't right, we weren't doing it. Originally, when we had reunited the second time, Dee was clear about not wanting to come back, and Drea did. So when we reached out this time, we already knew kind of the stance of where it was then. So we did reach back out to Drea, who was part of it the last round, and she didn't want to do it. So yeah, and she's happy and with her family, living her life. But you are getting everything in this show. You're going to get Dawn's solo music, you're getting Dumb Blonde's solo music, and you're getting Danity Kane.
It's the first time people have seen us do our own stuff as well as our DK stuff. I think people sometimes, when you deal with groups, they think you can't be all of it. Like, we can't be women separately, have our own lives, and then be, you know, in a group. But this is the first time we're saying, no, we're these things. This is our music, what we've done. This is what we've done, but we're also this too. So you'll get an opportunity to see a plethora of sound.